What is up, everybody? It is I, Ronin, and today, well, first I do want to go over one thing. You may have noticed that I only have one video going up this week, and there will be more than likely none next week. And you might be wondering, but Ronin, why are you not spending your time attempting and sometimes succeeding to entertain us? And you know what? You are very correct to ask that question. So this week, basically, I had some family in town, just didn't have time really to work on anything. And next week is Christmas, which I do celebrate. So, gonna be doing that probably. And that'll take my time. But yeah, that being said, you may have seen this 10 dangle list, and might be getting excited like, ooh, Ronan, best Tindangle player alive. About to hit you with a little bit more. Well, today we're not exactly doing that because Konami gave me a little Christmas present a little early in the form of new Tindangle support, Tindangle Dholes, and I just wanted to do this video, go over its uses and all that jazz. So first, let's go over the card. It's a Level 5 Dark Fiend with a flip effect with 1,000 attack and defense. Its flip effect lets you send a spell trap from your deck to the graveyard. And if this is sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard, you can target a 10 dangle monster in the grave except itself, special it in face down defense position. And also, if it is used as link material for a 10 dangle link monster, i.e., 10 dangle acute Cerberus, that Link monster can make a second and third attack during each battle phase. So yeah, basically the idea is that this is a way to get more consistently Delunays and Noggles protections into your graveyard, as well as Euler's Circuit if you're running Euler's Circuit. But if you are, this is clearly your first time seeing me do Tindangles because Euler's Circuit is straight garbage. Okay, you do not run Euler's circuit. I can make an entire video about why you don't run Euler's circuit, but that is not this video. So yes, where I decided that this was a good one of because you only really want it once. Generally speaking, there are just better ways to get spell traps into the graveyard. Trinity is good. There's Foolish Burial Goods, obviously. You got a few others, the Intruder lets you search things. Angel doesn't really do anything for you, but it's another target, I guess. But yeah, the point is there are plenty of ways to get spell traps into the graveyard. So why do we have Doles? We have Doles because it is simply another special summon for Intruder, so you can recycle your Intruder uses. And Doles does help with the sort of OTK aspect of the deck because the best builds of these are Acute Cerberus Turbo, and generally to end the game quickly in those regards, you would need Noggles protection. However, Doles circumvents that issue a little bit. So yeah, we're just gonna go over replay. I'm gonna show you sort of how Doles can be used, and yeah, I'll see you guys there. All right, welcome to the first replay with Yamat of Akerdopamid. Yeah, this is Yamat of Akerdopamid. We are best deck asking the question because, Doles only increases this deck's power, and I will say, as I've said it once, I will say it again. Nothing can be done against a well-played Tindangle deck. But yeah, so we're just getting right into this replay in Cyber Dragons. We will be going first here. So we first is kind of what you want to do, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and send the Noggles protection because we do not mind dropping a Trinity if need be. So we're going to try to use Geralf, discarding the Prediction Princess Koinorma. It unfortunately will be Gamad. So that's going to sort of put a stop to our plays there. But we were able to set the Trinity as well as a Judgment to slow him down. So not bad. Those will going to get banished now. Our opponent's going to summon the Hers, Machine Dupe it to get a couple Cyber Dragons. sending hers for the Owl Mirage. Hers effect will now let him search a Cyber Dragon. He will overlay into the Cyber Dragon Nova, and I wonder if he's playing... Man is playing... Okay. Like, later he summons a Nova. He summons, like, another Nova. But... Let's see, once return... I don't know. The man is playing 2 Novas, so we know where we're at, but we are going to go ahead and judgment the Nova. Likely should have judgmented the Infinity. I honestly thought I was going to get a lot more punished for that than I actually was, but turns out it's fine. But he is going to go ahead and get some monsters out. Gets the Rampage Dragon. Let's see. Yeah, Rampage Dragon. Overlays into another Nova, makes the Mega Fleet, goes for attacks. Obviously, when Trinity is flip summoned, it special summons a base Gardener from your deck, and this neither can be destroyed by battle. I'm not sure why he didn't rank up into a Infinity here. Someone can tell me why he didn't. I would very much appreciate that, but I don't know, I'm not sure why he didn't. Or he didn't. He also didn't even use Infinities in effect, and he had Cyber Dragons in the graveyard. So I don't know, weird plays, but not that it would have mattered anyways, I suppose. So yeah, that stops him. He's going to go ahead and set the Cyber Overload fusion. It is our turn. We are going to activate the Foolish Burial Goods to make a... Well, to go ahead and put Delune in the graveyard. Then we'll be summoning the Wee Witch's Apprentice, which does successfully set up our Delune for the Soul Charge-like effect. We'll go ahead and just attack over Nova. I guess he doesn't have another Machine Fusion. Unfortunately, Delune only really does much during his turn. So Wee Witch is going to be sent to the graveyard, so our Delune will stay alive. We are just going to put her back into the extra deck. Now Delune is getting us free monsters, which is pretty good. So we go and get the Spear of the Fallen. We flip the base Gardener, Trinity. Trinity summons us another base Gardener in Defense Road, which is pretty good. Geralf is going to go ahead and search us the Dholes. We'll tribute the base Gardener for Dholes. Then using those three, we are going to make our Acute Cerberus. Then with Trinity's effect, we're going to go ahead and search Gorgon's End, sending the Delune. And this is just game because we can now attack 3 times with our Cerberus. Yeah, and that's pretty much the optimal use of Dholes. Again, I don't know what was going on with this Cyber Dragon player. I guess I don't know. Someone explained to me why he didn't just go into Infinity, because I feel like they could have. But yeah, it's basically the optimal way to use this card when you're searching it and going for game. And now we're going to look at when this card is less optimal, and I'll see you guys in that one. Alright, going to the second and final replay with Yu-Gi-Oh! This build of the deck is when I was testing Dholes at 2. I want to preface this by saying that. And this game is basically why I decided to knock it down to 1. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We are going first, so we're going to go ahead Allure, banishing the Angel, summoning the Spear of the Fallen, which will let us search any flip monster. And now we have the Dholes in hand, which kind of gonna stay there because it's a level 5 monster in a... We don't want to tribute summon usually. So we do get Geralf. Geralf's going to send an Intruder. We sent the Delune to the grave. Intruder special summons itself. And that's going to be our turn. Obviously, a base Gardener would have been nice here. But well, so he's going to go ahead and make some pretty standard Dark Magician plays. The Summoner's Art isn't something I was expecting. But yeah, he also has the Brandish engine. As you know, truly skilled players use it. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and banish our Geralf, which is definitely unfortunate. Thankfully, we do have the Intruder. But yeah, so he's going to go ahead and grab that Eternal Soul. Attacks over Intruder. Intruder is going to search as the base Gardener, which is the other piece you very much need for this deck to function. So he's going to gain some attack though, and that is going to be hard for us to deal with. So we're just going to set Special Summon Base Guard and set the Judgment. He's going to go ahead and Eternal Soul back, Dark Magic Troll Circle, banish our Solemn Judgment. So that's unfortunate for us. Once again, he is going to banish our Fangs, and if anyone knows anything about Tindangles, well, if you don't, prepare for a little bit of education. The second your opponent starts banishing your Tindangle monsters, you've pretty much lost. Like, that's just a fact of you playing Tindangles. But yeah, thankfully we did get another special summon, so we do get another intruder out, so our opponent's just going to attack. We had our Trinity banished. Thankfully, we do get a search off of intruder, so we're not... Well, we weren't necessarily going to be dead, then he decided to go ahead and make the Dark Magicians, and then he's going to attack for game. And that's why you run Dholes at 1. It doesn't really do anything in your hand. You really have to set up for Dholes, pretty much, is sort of the big caveat of using it. So you probably don't want to add too many. But yeah, so final thoughts on Dholes. It's a good card. It definitely helps with the proper win condition of the deck. It's just a one of. That's really the whole vibe you get from it. It's just a one of. And yeah. But let me know what you think of Dholes. Let me know how you think this Tindangle build can be improved, if it can, because as you all know, I am the Tindangle. Well, I am a Tindangle. I don't want to say deity, but I am a very skilled Tindangle player. I would say in comparison to other Tindangle players. Uh, yeah, I feel very confident with this build, but you know what? I want to hear your ideas too, because there's nothing that cannot be improved, I don't believe. But yeah, that all being said, like if you liked, comment if you have something to say, and subscribe if you want some more. This has been Ronin, wishing you a happy holiday season, whatever holiday is you do, and also signing off.